Welcome to Excellent Cat. My name is Ajay Anand. In this video, I will explain how to create a dynamic invoice template using Microsoft Excel. See the column for products in this template. When each item is selected, the cells for unit price and serial number are automatically populated. Just type in the quantities. And here we have the total amount. Now to print this invoice, go to the File tab, click on Print. Once again print. Type in the file name. Save. And here is the PDF copy of our invoice. Now let's see how to create an invoice template like this. We will start with the details of the seller. Select the cell B5, type in sold by. Once again, select the cell B5 along with the adjacent cells. We'll change the cell background color to dark blue, font color to white. Apply bold format. Now the company name, street address, city, comma, state, pin code, phone number, then the mail ID. So these are the details of the seller. Now for the details of the customer, select the range of cells from B5 to D11, right click, copy. Select the cell F5, right click, paste the copied cells. Sold by should be modified to billing address. Change the phone number and the mail ID. Now the invoice number, invoice date. We'll adjust this column width for some room. Select the cells G13 and H13. Merge and center. Now copy this format to the cell below. I will use this cell for the invoice number ABC/001. Now the invoice date. Use today function for the current date. Apply border for these cells. Bold format. Now for the list of items, their prices, quantity and amount, select the cell B17. First column header will be serial number. Item in the next cell, select the cell C17 and the two adjacent cells. Merge and center. Unit price in F17. Quantity in the next cell. And finally, amount in H17. To align these column headers to the center of the cells, select the cells in the group for alignment. Click on center. We'll make it bold. We'll change the background color to dark blue, font color to white. Once again, adjust the column widths. Now the column for items. To create a drop-down list containing the available items, create a new sheet. For the list of items, item, unit price, product 1, product 2. Use the Excel fill handle to autofill the remaining cells. Now enter the unit price for each item in the second column: 500, 750, 50, 75, 80, 600, 850, 245, 350 and 650. Now back to the first sheet. Select the cells from C18 to E18, merge and center. To create a drop-down list in this merged cell, go to the Data tab, Data Validation. Click on this down arrow. Select List. Click on the up arrow. From the second sheet, select the cells containing products. Click OK. Now when I click on this down arrow, all those products listed in the second sheet are shown here. Using the Excel fill handle, we can copy this drop-down list into the cells below. I will copy this format up to row number 37 so that we can list up to 20 items in this invoice. Now to feed a product name into a cell, select the cell, click on the down arrow and select the item. Product 2, Product 7. Next comes the unit price of each item. Whenever I select an item from the drop-down list, the corresponding unit price should appear in the adjacent cell. For that, equal VLOOKUP function. Cell containing the product name is the lookup value, comma, second argument table array. The table containing the list of items and the corresponding unit prices is the table array. Press the function key F4 to log the references of the table array, comma, third argument column index number. Unit prices are in the second column, so 2 is the column index number, comma, false for an exact match, close parenthesis, press the enter key, and the formula returned the unit price of product 4. Let us check the source table. 75 is the price against product 4. Copy the formula into the downward cells. We have the unit price of every selected product. Now if I copy this formula into the cells below, the formula will return a not available error. The reason being, the cells containing lookup values are empty. So to trap this error, we will use if-error function. Select the first cell containing formula. In the formula bar, before VLOOKUP function, use if-error function, comma, type in double quotes 2 times, close parenthesis, and press the enter key. Once again, copy the formula into the downward cells. Now select a product using the drop-down list, and the corresponding unit price will appear in the adjacent cell. Next one is the amount part. Amount is the product of quantity and unit price. Select the cell H18 equal F18 into G18. I will enter the quantity of each item here. Copy the formula for amount into the downward cells. Once again, when I copy this formula into the cell below, where adjacent cell is having null value, formula will return a value error. To trap this error, we will again use if-error function. If-error function, comma, double quotes, close parenthesis, press the enter key. Copy the formula into the downward cells. Now comes the serial number part. For serial number in this column to update automatically, equal if function, select the adjacent cell, not equal, double quotes, comma, rows function, Select the cell C18, full colon. Once again select the cell C18, close parenthesis. Make the first cell reference inside rows function absolute. That is, add dollar symbol in front of the row and column indexes, comma, double quotes, close parenthesis, and press the enter key. Copy the formula into the downward cells. Now when I select a product, the serial number and unit price will update automatically. Enter the quantity and we have the amount. Let's align this text to the center of the cells. Apply number formatting for the columns containing unit prices. Same for the column containing amounts. Apply outside border for each column. Now the most important part, total amount. For the sum of the figures in the column for amounts, select the cell G39, type in total. For the sum of figures in the column for amounts, equal sum function. Select the cells from H18 to H37. For the tax amount, select the cell G40. Tax percentage will be 15. Select the adjacent cell, equal H39 into 15%. For grand total, select the cell G41, type in grand total. In the adjacent cell, equal sum function, select the cells H39 and H40 and press the enter key. We'll apply bottom border for the cells G40 and H40. All borders. Bold format. Now the space for signature or seal. Select the cells G44 and H44. Apply top border. Merge and center. Type in signature or seal. To include any kind of instructions or notes at the end of the bill, select the cells, merge and center. Back to the top of the sheet. Select the cells from F2 to H3. Merge and center. We will use this cell to display the name of this document. It can be invoice, bill of supply, or whatever you want to call it. Keep the font size around 16 so that this text will stand out. Select the cells from B2 to H3. Apply bottom double border. To view this format without grid lines, go to the View tab, unmark the checkbox for grid lines. Now the printing part, go to the Page Layout tab, click on Size, select A4, click on this button for Page Break Preview. The portion inside this blue border is the print area. I will adjust this border for some room on right side. Once again, adjust the width of column A to 5.8. Same for the column I. For the print preview, go to the File tab, Print, and here is the print preview of our invoice. For more adjustments, click on Page Setup, Margins. We'll modify the width of margins to 0. Mark this checkbox to position the data horizontally. OK. You can see that we are not utilizing the full size of this A4 page. So once again, Page Setup, adjust the size to 100%. OK. Once again, 110%. I think it looks much better now, except this note at bottom, which is aligned away from center. So let's align it. Back to the worksheet. Select the merged cell and the adjacent cell on right side. Home tab. Click on Merge and Center 2 times. Again, File tab. Page Setup. Adjust the size to 115%. Now to print this file as PDF, click on Print. Enter the file name. Save. I hope you will find this video useful. For feedback and discussion, please make use of the comment section. And those who are visiting this channel for the first time, subscribe and press the bell icon so that you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.